Hi everyone, my name is Alex and I'm the founder and managing director at ARLee Consulting. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 common mistakes during MBA interviews, and I'm going to share some tips on how to avoid them. This topic is particularly relevant to me given my experience as head of HR of one of Samsung's biggest subsidiaries worldwide and as an admissions interviewer for INSEAD. Number 1. Changing your goals. This one might seem quite obvious, but some candidates tend to change their goals when their interviewer asks for alternative options. Like, I don't think your goals are achievable. Tell me about other ones that are more realistic. Even in these cases, always stick to the stories and motivations in your application, even if asked to say something different by the interviewer. In the previous example, a good answer could be, I understand my goals might seem quite ambitious, but I am determined to achieve them, and this is precisely why an MBA is a crucial next step in my career. Number 2. Admitting you don't need an MBA. Some candidates admit they don't need an MBA to reach their goals, especially when asked, what if you don't get an MBA? To this question, some candidates say, oh, that's fine, I don't really need an MBA to reach my goals, so I'll just try it a different way. This is obviously the wrong answer. Always emphasize your need for an MBA, and tell your interviewer that you'll try it as many times as needed to get into one, since your goals are very clear and you do need an MBA to reach them. Number 3. Not knowing the school well. Some candidates struggle to answer questions such as, what are our values? What courses do you plan to take? These are very common questions, therefore study the school well. Not only what's online in their websites and MBA forums, but also talk to current students and alumni. Number 4. Giving really long answers. Some candidates have the tendency to give really long answers. They give a lot of background and only address the question asked at the end of the answer. This makes the interviewer get lost and potentially lose interest, which is something you don't want. Therefore, you might want to start each answer addressing directly the question and then give the background. This way, even if the interviewer cuts you short, you've given him or her the answer. Number 5. Not answering the question asked. Some candidates are afraid to ask their interviewer to repeat the question, especially those who are not interviewing in their native language. But you don't want to be answering a complete different question, therefore feel free to ask your interviewer to repeat it. Or just double check with your interviewer whether your understanding of the question is the correct one. Number 6. Not preparing enough stories. Some candidates only prepare the same stories they talked about in the application. It happens sometimes that the interviewer who has read your application says, I read that story in your application, so just tell me about a different one. Therefore, prepare backup stories for the most typical behavioral questions and have some wildcard stories that can be used for multiple types of questions. Number 7. Not preparing enough strengths and weaknesses. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses is a very common question. However, it is also very common for the interviewer to ask about 3 weaknesses or 3 strengths. Therefore, make sure to prepare at least 3 of each. Number 8. Sounding too scripted. During interview prep, some candidates memorize the answers they have prepared, and this makes them sound really scripted and unnatural during the interview. It is okay to type out your answers during interview prep, but don't memorize them. Number 9. Being defensive or fighting back. Some candidates respond very defensively or even fight back when their interviewer challenges their profile or interest for the school. It is very important to never fight back. Instead, in a calm and friendly manner, reinforce those aspects of your profile that make you a good fit for the school and your motivation for getting accepted. Number 10. Asking basic questions about the school. Towards the end of the interview, during the Q&A, some candidates ask very basic questions about the school whose answers can be found online. During interview prep, think about at least 5 questions for your interviewers that require their particular insights and show them that you have done your homework. And we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been useful. In case you need some extra help, Interview prep is actually one of our core strengths at ARLee Consulting due to my high-level HR background and my experience as an admissions interviewer for INSEAD. We wish you the best of luck in your applications. Visit our website and reach out to us for more information about our MBA admissions coaching services.